Hi guys. I know the light is awful, my hair is awful, but just bear with me. Okay, so we're here for the second week of New York Film Academy 8. Anyway, that was weird. I'm sorry. We had a lot of classes. Like, it wasn't only acting for film, we also had like audition technique, which I'll do another video about because that's like its own thing. We had scene study, but we didn't record anything on that. Film craft, improvisation, voice and movement, monologues. But most of the footage that I have is from this class because everything we did was an exercise with the camera. So let's talk now about the exercises and let me show you what we did. The homework for this class was to enter the room in 3 different ways, but doing the same actions. Now that may be confusing because it was confusing to me at first too. It just means that you enter to a room, you sit down, you hold a book, that's your action. But now do that 3 times. The first time, angry. The second time, you were just promoted. The third time, you just came back from jail. I had to do the 3 of them, of course. The first one that I did was I came in tired from work. The second one was someone I liked had just asked me out. And the third one, I was angry because I had a disagreement with my parents. So here you go.
Great. Cut. Excellent.
After that, my teacher told me to come into the room and just move furniture around. And I was like,
And cut. Amazing. What a great.
so I did it, and then she said, okay, now do the same thing, but your ex lives on the apartment down below yours, and you hear voices of a girl with him. So what is your response? You want him to stop talking to this girl. So what are you going to do? So this is what I did. No, I'm in Amy's house. We're about to go out. What do you care, though?
Hang up on him.
Bye.
And cut. Awesome. Very good. So we let it keep going.
After that, one by one, we went up and she told us to do something simple, like come out of the room, come in again, come out again. But then she added like a story. So we saw the first thing, which was just like the choreography of moving furniture, for example, and then with the backstory, actually moving furniture to make sound so that your ex would stop talking to the girl. So yeah, there was another one in which we had to go somewhere that we were really afraid of going, so we had to show that feeling of like, I don't want to do this, I don't think I can do this. So we were sitting down and we had to walk to the door, turn back to sit again, and then actually walk out. So this is what I did. I actually took inspiration from what I do when I'm nervous. When I'm nervous or when I'm stressed, I normally put on music in my bedroom and I just dance around. Maybe I'll do a video about my dance journey. It isn't a really special journey, like I'm not a professional dancer, but it's always been part of my life. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah. So yeah, and then the next one, we had to enter to the class, and the set was supposed to be our old apartment where we had lived with our ex, and it had been a horrible breakup, and we had rented the place to other people because we couldn't bear going back, and this is our first time going back since our ex broke up with us, whatever you wanted the story to be. So you had to have a really emotional reaction because you miss the person so much, and there was a lot of heartbreak. There was a lot of happy memories too in that apartment, but at the end of the day it was just hard. So this is what I did. Okay, the next one, I think I didn't do as well as I could have, but that's how you learn, right? The first thing the teacher said was to look through the things in the boxes that we had in front of us. And then she said, okay, now imagine that your uncle or aunt or grandma or mother is throwing away some of your things and has these boxes with all of your childhood things, and you need to choose one. Imagine how would you react to this stuff from your childhood. So this is what I did. I don't know how you kept all this stuff. Most of this is broken. You kept my books? More? Oh my god, this is about to... I think I'm taking them all.
Cut. Break.
I think I could have done better, mostly because I'm from Spain, but I moved to Peru when I was 12 years old. And I think that trying to go back and imagine my childhood is so hard. Because all the memories come back, so I think I didn't really connect with this specific exercise because I didn't want to imagine my childhood stuff. And it's something that I talked to one of my teachers about how to really feel your emotions. Because this is a story for another day, but I think that 2 years ago I had an exercise. I think the exercise was not done well, and it really hurt me. So I just think that since then it's been really hard to tap into my emotions when I'm trying to act, because I just close off. I'm just like, no, I'm not going there. I don't want to feel that way anymore. So I talked to a teacher about it, and this is for all of you if you're looking for advice. I always thought that when people cried in movies and in series and in theater that they were actually crying, they were actually hurt. But I've learned now that of course you can use your own feelings. Of course it can hurt if you're really into the character, and of course it will hurt if you're the character in the moment, but at the end of the day, crying is a technique, and it's something you need to learn. You can't use your emotions every day, because if you do that, if you start to use your emotions, there will be one day when you won't be able to cry, because you can't force yourself to cry. It's something you have to learn as an actor. So that is something that obviously in a 4-week program I cannot learn, but that probably if I had more time, and I will in college, I will be able to have this new tool in my tool belt. I think that's a pretty good metaphor for learning. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this video here because if I don't, it's gonna be really long. But yeah, I hope you like it. Subscribe if you want more. Like this video, comment something. Okay, no. If you watched to the end, just comment, "Hi, I watched till the end." And I'll like your comment. I like every comment either way, but still. Yeah, thank you for watching.